Do you agree that a lot of it went on with Trump?
With Trump? Oh, well, you're obsessed with Trump.
I'm not obsessed with him, but I just want to have this discussion.
Oh, you're talking about lawfare. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough question that he put the country in, because as president, you don't want to go where so many other countries have gone, where the guy loses an election and now they prosecute him. Because
they prosecuted him while he was president also with 2 impeachments.
Yes, because
so
he does commit crimes. Fair.
Bill, these crimes that they allege, these are all nonsense.
They're not all nonsense. I just listed why they weren't.
No, let me, no.
You don't care. You just like him. I like who you like.
I don't like
listen
him.
to the logic about it or the facts. You just like him. It's okay.
I'll give
You're
you
entitled.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we have Bill Maher bringing on Michael Franzese to talk to him on the Club Random podcast, and it was once again another mistake, as Bill Maher is absolutely stunned by what Michael Franzese says to Bill Maher on this show and about the different woke cult and culture they have, and the fact that they have such insane, views on so many different things in the Club Random podcast and so many random topics where Bill Maher is destroyed. I mean, let's go ahead and get into this, where Michael Franzese and Bill Maher go head to head.
To target an individual and find out what crime he's committing. That's what they said. That's what's been going on in lawfare for the past couple of years. But I can almost understand it, mafia, organized crime, because we were allegedly criminals at that time. So, hey, let me see what this guy is doing. We know he's doing something. We don't know quite what, but we'll figure it out. We'll investigate him. Because it's backwards. In our life, you didn't have a crime and then they go investigate it. They were investigating you to see what crime you might commit.
But the mafia was committing crimes. You deny that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
extortion, loan sharking.
I'm saying you could almost say that's okay. All right, we know these guys are criminals. We don't know exactly what they're doing. We hear it. We have to find out. This is a criminal organization, so we'll target individuals and go after them. That's
I would say
kind of okay.
It was a fishing expedition where there were a lot of fish.
Correct. That's a good way to put it. Okay. But do you do that? Do you do that to legitimate people that are not involved with organized crime?
But you were involved.
No. But I'm saying I'm okaying that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But do you do that to legitimate people that are not involved in organized crime because you don't like them, because they disagree with you? They're not on they don't have the same agenda.
No, that is wrong.
You need to remember what Bill Maher just said right here. Michael Franzese makes the point that, yes, it's okay for him to go after people who are involved in organized crime. That's okay, but they're doing this to normal people who are not involved in organized crime, who are not involved in crime at all, because they simply don't like them. Basically, what he's saying is they weaponize the DOJ against certain people, against certain politicians, and people in general who they don't like and don't disagree with, don't agree with politically or culturally or whatever the case may be. And they weaponize the justice system against them. And Bill Maher goes to say, yes, that is obviously very bad. I've realized that, and it's happening, and it's not okay for it to be happening. Everything, let's just see what happens.
Some of that does go on, absolutely.
Would you agree that a lot of it went on with Trump?
With Trump? Oh, you're obsessed with Trump.
I'm not obsessed with him, but I just want to have this discussion.
Oh, you're talking about lawfare. Well, I mean, it's a tough question that he put the country in, because as president, you don't want to go where so many other countries have gone, where the guy loses an election and now they prosecute him. Because
they prosecuted him while he was president also with 2 impeachments.
Yes, because he does commit crimes. See, this is the little fly in your ointment. Like,
it really is wild, man. The mental gymnastics is just insane. I mean, he literally just got Bill Maher in the corner, and I guess his guard was down or something, because he got him to completely agree that, yes, it is wrong to weaponize the DOJ against people who you don't like. It is wrong to weaponize DOJ against your political opponents. And yet somehow it slipped his mind that they're doing that to Donald Trump, and that it's okay, I guess, for them. It's okay for Bill Maher and his woke people who are part of the cult to do that against Donald Trump, but it's not okay for anyone else to just accept Donald Trump, Apparently he's just the worst person and a bad person. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's just insane to see how these people's brains break whenever they hear Donald Trump's name.
conceding the election, trying to get fake electors to show up when he knew, and every court told him you can't do that, that went to court over 60 times, laughed out of every court, pressuring the Justice Department, calling up the guy in Georgia, who was a Republican, the vote counter there, and saying to him, I need you to find 11,000 votes. It can't be more blatant than that, that these are crimes. I would also say, the Russia thing, even when he just said out loud, Russia, if you're listening, I wish you could help me with my campaign. We never did that before, Michael. You see, we ran our own campaigns.
If you enjoy content like this, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
We didn't bring in ringers from the outside. It's part of the original documents that the founding fathers wrote. We don't want any help from outside because we're going to handle this ourselves. Maybe the Republicans and the Democrats fight each other to the tooth and nail, but don't bring in somebody from the outside. He broke that. He broke so many laws, not to mention norms. So the idea that, well, it's just lawfare going after him, it's not lawfare if the guy actually did commit crimes. And again, you have to weigh that against what's the better tact, because you don't want to become that country where as soon as somebody leaves office, they prosecute them. What the president gets to do should have broad protection. That's true. Because when you're president, you do have to make difficult decisions, like, we may have to bomb you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't, you know what?
It is lawfare because, number one, there was no real crimes committed. Maybe some ticky-tacky crimes here and there, but nothing too crazy. It's all like, oh, you might have not paid the exact amount of taxes. Oh, you're supposed to pay to the cent. It's like, okay, but who really cares, right? Like, if you look at the crimes other presidents have committed, such as the Clintons, Obamas, it's not even close. Yet they're weaponizing the DOJ against them when Trump hasn't done any of this stuff. It's like, oh, we're not going to weaponize the DOJ against them when they're murdering innocent people. And look, I'm sure Trump has made some hard calls. He's probably done some things to upset people. That's life. But at the same time, the backlash is not the same. It's impossible to get through an entire presidency without having to make the tough decisions for people. But the script is never flipped. That's just the political landscape. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
You can't just be called a war criminal for everybody you bomb. Sorry, that's just the way of the world. But he took it to a different level. So yes, I don't think it was all just lawfare.
Bill, these crimes that they allege, these are all nonsense.
They're not all nonsense. I just listed why they weren't.
No, let me, no.
You
the
don't
crimes that he
care.
was
You just like him. I like who you like.
I don't
you don't
like
listen
him.
to the logic about it or the facts.
No,
you just like him.
No,
it's okay.
I'll give
You're
you
entitled.
Let me give
just
you
don't
logic.
Bullshit me, man.
Let me give you logic and facts, okay?
Yeah,
I told you I had 3 racketeering indictments. 3. Okay? I know the statute inside out and upside down.
We're back to you now.
No, I'm coming to a point. I will tell you this. The information and the evidence that was uncovered by the GOP investigation on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and his family, there was more evidence than there was in any one of my racketeering indictments. Joe Biden is treasonous. Listen to me.
I agree. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, he's treasonous.
He's not treasonous.
Yes, he is. He sold out his vice presidency. That's treason. For money.
For fuck's sake. You just don't like him, so that's treason.
Bill,
but you're a guy.
Bill, no. Let me tell you. You know why I don't like him?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't like him because he's a liar. Now, let me finish my point.
I didn't say anything.
He's a liar. He was never competent to be president. He lied he lied about everything. The guy lied about.
I'm not a huge fan.
He lied about the laptop. He lied about everything. He had 51, him and his cohorts there, got 51 intelligence agents to lie about the laptop after they knew that the FBI had authenticated it. Absolute liar.
Okay.
Okay, as far as that, let me tell you this.
Not a huge fan.
He had 18 shell companies that did nothing. There was no brick and mortar behind them. There was no employees. All they did was collect money. How do I know about that? I had 21 shell companies when I was defrauding the government out of tax on every gallon of gas. I know the whole system. He sold out his vice presidency. He sold it out. He's treasonous.
Yeah,
and he lies. The guy lies. He don't even know how to tell the truth. And he destroyed the country.
Treasonous. If we were at war and he was selling secrets to them, we weren't.
Well, how do we know what he did for the money? Bill, how do we know he
I
did
know
for
what
the
he
money
did for
that
the money.
he got?
He got his ne'er-do-well crackhead son a job in an energy company when he knew nothing about energy.
Is that okay?
It's not okay, but
Okay.
you have no perspective on what is the bigger crime. You just like the guy you like.
No, I
so everything
don't.
he does, you see through rose-colored glasses.
you're wrong.
And this other guy,
No, you're wrong.
It's okay.
You're
it's
wrong.
what
No, no, no.
most of the
Listen to me.
country is like.
I would tell
But just
you.
don't ask me to respect it as
No.
critical thinking.
I like Donald Trump for the policies that he put into this country. And I think during his time as a president, I didn't know him before that. I met him one time, 30 years ago.
And by the way, with what Michael Franzese is saying here, it's just spot on, you know. And of course, Bill Maher doesn't like it because he's a Joe Biden simp and Kamala Harris simp, and that's just who he is, and that's just what he stands for. And what Bill Maher is saying is that he's not treasonous because he didn't say we're at war and he didn't sell secrets to another country. You don't have to do that to commit treason, in my opinion, of course. And sure, he has done a lot of stuff that was treasonous, but letting in illegal immigrants on purpose and letting them pour into the country and making it very hard for individual states to enforce laws to get them out, giving them sanctuaries within cities and paying them through US aid, and just kind of tossing the veterans to the side who are homeless and struggling at the same time, housing the illegal immigrants is treasonous in itself. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And please, you know, like and subscribe. I want to get this message out there. But that's it for everybody today. And let me know what you think about Michael Franzese on the Bill Maher podcast. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.